in New York City, where the real estate is controlling you, Mr. Mayor, why are we having these horrible rent increases last year?
And that right there was an elderly woman complaining to Mayor Eric Adams about rent increases when other parts of New York, the rent isn't going up. But in New York City, the rents are going up and people are having a hard time paying it. And mainly because New York has thousands of illegal immigrants in their city. And the city, of course, is putting them up in expensive hotels and finding housing for them because they are a sanctuary city. Welcome back, everybody. This is another video about an intolerant Democrat. And they know how they always say, we're the party of the people, we tolerate everything, we accept everything, but don't question us and don't get angry with us because we will not tolerate that. Well, Eric Adams came back at this woman so disrespectfully that I don't know how people weren't outraged by what he said. This is the mayor of New York City, a crime-ridden city where people are getting stabbed and shot on subways, muggings, robberies. People are being pushed on the subway tracks. The crime is out of control. And it seems that the Democratic mayor is more concerned about taking care of illegals than he is taking care of the people who have lived in New York City for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, you name it. People are still there and they're paying outrageous amounts of money to live there. And someone like that woman who may be on a fixed income has had enough, and the city won't help. They won't do anything about it. So this is Democrat Mayor Eric Adams' response to that lady's angry question.
Okay, first, if you're going to ask a question, don't point at me and don't be disrespectful to me. I'm the mayor of this city, and treat me with the respect I deserve to be treated. I'm speaking to you as an adult. Don't stand in front like you treated someone that's on the plantation that you own. Give me the respect I deserve and engage in a conversation up here in Washington Heights. Treat me with the same level of respect I treat you. So don't be pointing at me. Don't be disrespectful to me. Speak with me as an adult because I'm a grown man. I walked into this room as a grown man, and I'm going to walk out of this room as a grown man. I answered your...
And that was his response. Who do you think you are? You're an elected official. People put you there. You didn't earn that spot just because you were a New York City police captain. How dare you tell that woman, I'm the mayor of New York City, you respect me, and don't point your finger at me like I'm on some plantation? This is the Democratic Party. So basically what he's telling that woman is, you're treating me like a slave. Because we all know every white person, according to Democrats, especially African-American Democrats, we're all white supremacists. So he went off on that woman because she was asking a legitimate question. They're not raising rents in other areas, but New York City, they're raising rents. And again, it's so the mayor has enough money to keep all the illegals happy, give them spending money, give them food, give them IDs, give them suites in hotels. This is a sanctuary city. So the people who have lived there for years and years and years have to deal with the crime, the high prices of everything, and we all know the high prices basically come from Washington, D.C., because they'll tell you there's no inflation, but we all know that's a lie. But Eric Adams is totally out of place speaking to that woman in that manner. Yeah, you are the mayor of New York City, and those residents have every right to point their finger at you and say, what are you doing to help us? And he got angry because she yelled at him. So again, a liberal Democrat was offended that a white woman pointed her finger at him, and then he pulled the race card saying, "Don't talk to me like I'm on a plantation." How are these people getting elected to office? Every campaign they're on, it's all nonsense. It's all fairy tales. It's all lies. They campaign like they're going to change the world. He was going to rebuild New York City. He was going to put more police on the street. He was going to stop crime. Crime is out of control. We see it almost every single day on the news, whether it's a liberal media channel or a Fox News or Newsmax, you name it, it's out there. Crime is out of control. People, especially on a fixed income, cannot afford to live. And that woman had every right to talk to him the way she did. And she wasn't even like screaming. She was voicing her concern because she's afraid that she can't afford to live anymore. So old superstar Adams got offended. How dare you point your finger at me? I'm an adult. You talk to me like an adult. No, you're acting like you're in elementary school, talking like that to one of your residents. And the woman probably voted for him because he had big plans. He was going to save the city. And he did not and continues to not do anything but take care of illegal immigrants and let criminals run wild in that city because they can't control it. There's nothing they can do about it. Even if they try, they're not going to stop it. Okay? But they don't want residents to be legally armed to protect themselves. They don't want them to go on a subway and break up a crime. They see somebody getting hurt. They don't want the residents to do anything. Let it happen. Let it happen. People are dying. People are getting stabbed, shot, killed. Let it happen. That's how they think. So now he was treated like he's on a plantation because an elderly white woman told him how she felt. These are the people who are running some of the largest cities in the United States. They are unfit for office. And again, this guy was a police captain in the NYPD. He's doing nothing for the NYPD now because now he thinks he's a rising star in the Democratic Party for bringing New York lower than it's been in years. De Blasio was part of Clown World. This guy is leveling right off with de Blasio for the nonsense they're letting happen in that city and what they're doing to their residents who can't afford to live anymore. They do not care. The Democrats don't care about the everyday American person, whether you're working, retired, elderly, whatever. They do not care. Time has come to vote Democrats out because they talk a good game on the campaign trail, just like Barack Obama did back in the day. And look where we are, okay? Biden picked up where Obama left off only because Trump, threw a stick in their spokes for 4 years. But if Hillary was in there, forget it. God knows where we would be right now. But this is a disgrace from a politician running such a large city like New York. The residents have every right to speak their mind, and they should every chance they get. And sorry, Mayor Adams, you're going to have to deal with the finger pointing because you're doing nothing to help the residents. So if you got offended and said she was talking to you like you're on a plantation, that's your problem. That's your woke ideology, thinking you're something you're not and thinking you're better than everyone because you're the mayor. You're a citizen like everybody else, and they look to you for help and guidance. And talking like that to a resident is wrong and disrespectful, and it needs to stop. So wake up, New York. Come re-election time, get rid of the clown. Get somebody else in there who wants to help, because this party is not the party of tolerance. It's not the party of the people. It's the party of do as I say, not as I do. If you don't like it, here's a shit sandwich and eat it and keep your mouth closed. It's ridiculous and it needs to stop. And that's it. If you haven't liked this video, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell. Share this video with someone, because people need to see how these politicians are up on their pedestal and the way they treat their residents, because it's absolutely disgraceful. I hope everybody's healthy and safe, and I'll see you soon. Have a great night.